Do you know the answer? Welcome to the ultimate holiday quiz. It's the most wonderful time of the year, but beyond the lights and the presents, there are hundreds of fascinating traditions and secrets. Today, we're traveling the globe to test your knowledge of Christmas and New Year history, food, and movies. Grab a cup of cocoa, keep track of your score, and let's see if you can make it all the way to question 20. Stick around until the very end for a special bonus question that only the true holiday experts can answer. Ready? Here we go. Question 1. Let's start with Santa's famous team. In every story and movie, we see Santa's reindeer sporting magnificent antlers. But here's a fun scientific twist. Biologists claim that Rudolph and his friends couldn't possibly be males. Do you know why Santa's reindeer are actually most likely all females? 1. Males are more aggressive. 2. Only females have antlers in December. 3. Only males have antlers. Or 4. Females are more aerodynamic. The correct answer is number 2. Male reindeer actually shed their antlers in early December after the mating season. Females, however, keep theirs all through the winter, until their calves are born in the spring. So if Santa's reindeer have antlers on Christmas Eve, they are definitely girls. Who knew, right? Moving on to question number 2. Today, we send billions of messages every day. But back in 1992, an engineer sent the very first text message in history to a director at Vodafone. Can you guess what those historical first words were? 1. Hello world. 2. Happy New Year. 3. Merry Christmas. Or 4. I love you. The right answer is number 3. Merry Christmas! Neil Papworth sent the message from a PC to a mobile phone. Since it was early December, he chose a festive greeting. Little did he know he was starting a digital revolution that would change how we communicate forever. Question 3. Let's talk about the Christmas feast. While turkey is the star of the table today, it wasn't always that way. In Victorian England, families saved up all year for a different kind of bird. Which bird was the traditional centerpiece of a British Christmas dinner before the 16th century? 1. Chicken. 2. Duck. 3. Swan. Or 4. Goose. The correct answer is number 4. It was the goose. Turkeys were brought over from the Americas, but until they became affordable, the Christmas goose was the ultimate holiday treat. Even Charles Dickens featured a goose in A Christmas Carol as the Cratchit family's prized meal. Number 4. A major shift for the Big Apple. As New Yorkers gathered to celebrate the final night of 1907, they witnessed a debut that would change the city's skyline and streets forever. This new arrival brought a splash of color and a modern rhythm to Manhattan. Which of these legendary New York staples officially began its rise to fame that night? 1. The first taximeter cabs. 2. The first underground subway line. 3. The first citywide electric streetlights. Or 4. The first public library building. The correct answer is number 1, the first taximeter cabs. This was the birth of the modern yellow cab. A businessman named Harry Allen imported a fleet of cars from France equipped with taximeters to ensure fair pricing. He actually chose the bright yellow color because he wanted his cars to be the most visible thing on a crowded, snowy street. Before this, you had to rely on horse-drawn carriages and haggle for every ride. Question 5. We're traveling around the globe. Because of the international dateline, the New Year doesn't start at the same time for everyone. One island nation gets to celebrate, while the rest of the world is still eating lunch on December 31st. Which country is officially the first to welcome the New Year? 1. Japan. 2. Australia. 3. Kiribati. Or 4. New Zealand. The correct answer is number 3. Kiribati. Just imagine, while people in New York are still groggily drinking their morning coffee on December 31st, the folks in Kiribati are already launching fireworks and shouting Happy New Year! They live in the world's earliest time zone, making them the ultimate time travelers of our planet. Question 6. Let's talk about the soundtrack of the holidays. While many modern hits dominate the streaming charts today, one particular song from the 1940s holds a record that no one has been able to beat for over 80 years. Do you know which of these legendary tracks is officially the best-selling single in the history of music? 1. Jingle Bells. 2. Last Christmas. 3. White Christmas. Or 4. Let It Snow. The correct answer is number 3, White Christmas. The original version, famously performed by Bing Crosby, has sold an estimated 50 million copies. It was written by Irving Berlin and became an anthem for soldiers during World War II who were longing for home. Even today, it remains the ultimate holiday standard. Lucky number 7. Let's head over to Japan. In many cultures, New Year's Eve is about loud parties, but in Japan, the transition into the new year is marked by a much more rhythmic and ancient ceremony. Do you know what people traditionally do across Japan to welcome the first moments of January? 1. Launching fireworks. 2. Making wishes under a pine tree. 3. Ringing temple bells. Or 4. Burning paper lanterns. The correct answer is number 3, ringing temple bells. This is the ritual of Joya no Kane. Throughout the night, temple bells across Japan are struck exactly 108 times. Why 108? It represents the 108 earthly temptations that humans face. Each ring is meant to drive away a different sin from the past year, so everyone can start fresh and pure. Question 8. Let's head down under for a summer Christmas. In Australia, December means soaring temperatures. Since it's way too hot for a traditional sleigh, Santa has had to find much more dynamic ways to reach the crowds. What is considered his most iconic and high-speed way to arrive at a major holiday celebration? 1. Riding a kangaroo. 2. On water skis. 3. By parachute. Or 4. In a rowing lifeboat. The correct answer is number 2, on water skis. While surfing Santas are great for photos, the real show-stopping tradition in many coastal towns is Santa cruising behind a speedboat on water skis. He usually swaps his heavy coat for a life jacket and red board shorts. As for the kangaroo, that's a fun myth from Christmas carols, but in real life, water skis are the way to go. Question 9. Let's travel back in time to ancient Rome. Long before our modern holidays, the Romans celebrated a wild, week-long festival in late December. It was a time when social rules were flipped upside down. Masters would even serve their slaves at the dinner table. Do you know the name of this famous pagan festival that gave us many of our current holiday customs? 1. Lupercalia. 2. Olympia. 3. Saturnalia. Or 4. Bacchus Day. The correct answer is number 3, Saturnalia. Saturnalia was held in honor of Saturn, the god of agriculture. It was so popular that people didn't want to stop celebrating it. Many of its traditions were later adopted into Christmas, like decorating houses with greenery, giving candles as gifts, and constant feasting. Even the custom of wearing silly hats can be traced back to the special caps worn during this Roman party. Number 10. We're halfway through and we're heading to Scotland. The Scottish New Year, called Hogmanay, has a legendary tradition. To bring good luck for the next 12 months, the first person to step inside your house after the clock strikes 12 must carry a specific gift. What should this first-foot guest be holding to symbolize warmth and prosperity for the family? 1. A bottle of whiskey. 2. A lump of coal. 3. A silver coin. Or 4. A loaf of bread. The right answer is number 2, a lump of coal. The coal is a symbol that the house will stay warm and the fire will never go out in the coming year. Traditionally, the luckiest first-footer is a tall, dark-haired male. Why dark-haired? Because back in the Viking days, a fair-haired stranger at your door usually meant a Norse invader was attacking. So, dark hair meant a friendly neighbor. Question 11. Time for something sweet and a bit dangerous. In many traditional households, this heavy, dark dessert is the ultimate centerpiece of the feast. It is often prepared weeks or even months in advance to let the flavors mature in the dark. Which of these legendary treats is traditionally doused in alcohol and lit on fire for a spectacular entrance? 1. Apple pie. 2. Plum pudding. 3. Chocolate cake. Or 4. Cheesecake. The right answer is number 2, plum pudding. Commonly called Christmas pudding, this dish actually contains no plums. In the 1600s, plum was simply a word for dried fruit. Some traditional recipes symbolically used 13 ingredients to represent Jesus and his apostles. The pudding is steamed for hours, aged, and sometimes hides a silver coin said to bring wealth in the year ahead. Number 12. A massive tradition for sports and parade lovers alike. Every New Year's Day, Pasadena, California becomes the center of the sporting world. This event dates all the way back to 1902, making it the oldest bowl game in college football history. Do you know which of these legendary games is nicknamed the Granddaddy of Them All? 1. The Super Bowl. 2. The Orange Bowl. 3. The Sugar Bowl. Or 4. The Rose Bowl. The answer is number 4, the Rose Bowl. The Rose Bowl earned its nickname because it was the first ever college bowl game. But it's not just about football. It's preceded by the Rose Parade, where every float must be covered entirely in natural materials. Believe it or not, a single float can use up to 600,000 roses, and hundreds of volunteers spend all night before New Year's glued to the floats to make sure the flowers stay fresh. Question 13. We're heading to the Golden Halls of Vienna, Austria. The Vienna Philharmonic's New Year's concert is broadcast to millions of people worldwide. While the program changes, the grand finale always features the same breathtaking melody that has become an unofficial national symbol. What is the name of this world-famous waltz by Johann Strauss II? 1. The Blue Danube. 2. The Turkish March. 3. The Moonlight Sonata. Or 4. The Liberty Bell March. The right answer is number 1, the Blue Danube. Interestingly, the audience traditionally interrupts this piece with applause as soon as the first notes play, allowing the conductor to wish the world a Happy New Year before continuing. But it wasn't always a hit. When it first premiered in 1867, the Viennese audience found it quite boring. It took a trip to Paris for the waltz to become the global sensation it is today. Number 14. Let's head to Italy for a very temperamental tradition. Italians believe that to start the new year right, you have to physically and symbolically cast away the misfortunes and dead weight of the past year. Which of these famous customs is traditionally practiced in Italy to clear out the old and make room for the new? 1. Smashing plates. 2. Throwing old items out the window. 3. Singing loudly in the city square. Or 4. Burning a winter effigy. The correct answer is number 2, throwing old items out the window. This custom is called buttare le cose vecchie. In the past, you could see everything from old pans to actual chairs flying onto the streets of Naples. It was a way to say, out with the old. Today, most people stick to smaller items for safety, but it's still a legendary part of their culture. So, if you're there at midnight, keep an eye on those balconies. Question 15. Time for a holiday movie classic. It wouldn't be the season without watching Kevin McAllister defend his home. The whole story kicks off because his massive family is in a total panic, rushing to catch their flight for a big Christmas vacation. Do you remember which city was their actual destination when they realized Kevin was missing? 1. London. 2. Paris. 3. New York. Or 4. Orlando. The correct answer is number 2, Paris. The McAllisters were heading to the French capital. Interestingly, almost the entire movie was filmed in Illinois. The scenes at the Paris airport were actually shot at Chicago's O'Hare, and the interior of their house was built inside a local high school gymnasium. Question 16. Let's visit Sweden for a tradition that always makes the headlines. Every year since 1966, a massive structure made of straw is erected in the center of a Swedish town. It takes weeks to build, but it has gained worldwide fame for how often it fails to survive until Christmas Day. What is the name of this giant, unfortunate straw creature? 1. A giant snowman. 2. A reindeer. 3. A Yule goat. Or 4. A Christmas tree. The correct answer is number 3, the Yule goat. Known as the Gavla goat, it stands over 40 feet tall. Despite high-tech security, cameras, and even guards, pranksters have managed to burn it down or destroy it dozens of times. It has been hit by fireworks, crashed into by cars, and once someone even tried to kidnap it with a helicopter. Number 17. Let's look into the origin of a classic holiday souvenir. Almost everyone has owned one of these magical glass globes filled with falling snow, but you might be surprised to learn that the first one was actually created by accident when an inventor was trying to make a brighter light bulb. In which European capital was the very first snow globe invented and sold back in 1898? 1. Vienna, 2. Paris, 3. Berlin, or 4. London. The correct answer is number 1, Vienna. It was invented by Erwin Percy, a surgical instrument maker. He was trying to improve the brightness of the newly invented electric lamp, but instead, he created a beautiful snowy effect. The first globes featured a tiny model of a church, and to this day, the original family business still exists in Vienna, hand-making these globes for the entire world. Question 18. Back to the kitchen for a world-famous treat. This dense, buttery bread is a staple of holiday markets. Its distinctive shape and thick coating of white sugar are traditionally meant to symbolize the swaddled baby Jesus. Can you name this legendary German fruitcake that is enjoyed by millions every December? 1. Panettone, 2. Stollen, 3. Brioche, or 4. Pumpernickel. The correct answer is number 2, Stollen, also known as Christstollen. Its history dates back to the 1400s. Originally, it was a very dry bread because the church forbade using butter during Advent. It only became delicious after 1491, when the Pope sent the famous butter letter, allowing bakers to use rich ingredients again. Today, the ultimate version is the Dresdner Christstollen. It is so prestigious that only about 110 bakeries in Dresden are officially allowed to produce it. Every year, the city hosts a massive festival with a giant stollen that can weigh up to 4 tons. It's paraded through the streets and cut with a special 5-foot-long silver knife to celebrate this legendary treat. Question 19. Let's talk about a tradition that's responsible for a lot of holiday romance. In many countries, it's common to hang a small bunch of green leaves with white berries in doorways. While it was once a symbol of peace for ancient druids, today it has a much more social purpose. What is the world-famous custom you're expected to follow if you meet someone under this plant? 1. Make a secret wish. 2. Sing a festive carol. 3. Burn a sacred candle. Or 4. Share a kiss. The correct answer is number 4. Share a kiss. The original tradition actually had a strict rule. For every kiss, you had to pluck 1 white berry from the mistletoe. Once all the berries were gone, the kissing magic was over for the season. Also, despite its romantic reputation, mistletoe is actually a parasitic plant that lives off other trees. A bit of a strange symbol for love, don't you think? The final challenge. Question 20. Let's see if you know the truth behind the world's most famous melody. This song is so iconic that it's been translated into almost every language. But surprisingly, it was originally written for a completely different American holiday. And in 1965, it made history by being the first song performed in orbit. Which of these legendary tunes are we talking about? 1. Silent Night. 2. Deck the Halls. 3. Jingle Bells. Or 4. We Wish You a Merry Christmas. The final answer is number 3. Jingle Bells. Written by James Lord Pierpont in 1857, its original title was The One-Horse Open Sleigh, and it was intended for a Thanksgiving program. Also, during the Gemini 6 mission, astronauts played it on a smuggled harmonica and bells, making it the first music ever broadcast from space as a prank on mission control. And now, as promised, here is your special bonus question. This is the ultimate holiday debate that splits families and friends every single year. Is the movie Die Hard officially a Christmas movie? What's your take? 1. Yes, it's at a Christmas party, so it counts. 2. No way, it's just a classic action flick that happens to be in December. 3. It's not just a movie, it's the best Christmas movie ever made. Or 4. It only counts if John McClane himself says so. Let us know your choice in the comments and tell us why. We really want to see the debate on this one. Thank you so much for watching and playing along today. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more challenges. Wishing you a wonderful holiday season filled with joy, peace, and lots of laughter. Happy holidays, and we'll see you in the next one.